Now, Mark is a hero to the fans and a role model to many of the young players who are making their way in the game. And this week, two of Wales' best young players have been here in Newport, sampling the big match atmosphere for themselves.
They say that any sport is only as good as its youngsters, and snooker is a game fortunately blessed with a full host of emerging talent. But one thing's for sure, if you want to be the next Marcus Stevens, you better get used to life in the spotlight. So I invited our top 2 under-14 lads to come and get a taste of the big time.
See the big crowds come today to watch you both play. Who's going to win between the pair of you today? It's going to be a close match. Look at the crowds coming to watch you play. It's exciting, isn't it? Right then, boys, we're upstairs now, and this is where the show is presented for the BBC Wales, and Dominic Dale works in here, and Darren Morgan and myself sometimes in the studio. And then across here, of course, we've got the practice tables where the top professionals are getting ready to go out and play, so we can't talk too loud here. Some of them I'm sure you don't know there, Marcus Stevens and Stephen Hendry over there. It's not really what happens up here that counts, of course. It's whether you can do it down there on the match table. Suraj Singh and his opponent, Rees. Oh, what a shot. Great long red, that one, and on the black. Pressure starting to build now. It's a tough one. Oh! Almost there. No, then, that's gone wrong. Good chance now for that Suraj here. Black into the centre will clinch it. That's it, and it's all over. So who's your favourite player, Tyler?
Well, I like Mark Williams and Rodney.
Rodney? Yes. Because they're very quick, like me then?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
You don't remember me, do you? But anyway. So where do you play?
Terry
Terry Matchroom Club.
Yeah.
What school do you go? Coitger. How old are you now, Tyler?
I was 12 last week.
12 last week? Are we getting on a bit now, aren't you? And you, Suraj, how old are you now?
12.
12? And what club do you play at?
Riley's Wedding.
Oh, right in Cardiff, that's nice, yeah. So, you hoping to become a professional player?
Yeah, hopefully.
In the next few years, is it? You have to go through the Welsh Association.
Yeah.
And both of you, you become available for long for some grants from the Sports Council to help you. And get on with the Elite Cymru scheme as well. There's a few players in the association on those at the moment. And I'm sure they'll be looking at you to the way that we're achieving, and we're hoping we'll get a lot more other young players coming in next year. But well done today, and I hope you've enjoyed yourself. And you're going to stay on and watch a little bit of the snooker.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Suraj and Tyler, they look pretty handy, don't they? And you couldn't have a better mentor than Terry as well. Well, Dominic, how useful and experience will that have been for them just to kind of sample the bright lights and the big tournament atmosphere, get a taste of what it might be like if they can make it to the top?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was their age, I was just watching snooker on the television, but to actually have a backstage tour by somebody like Terry Griffiths, he can explain the situations, what it's like to play out there in the big arena, and they've sampled what the tables are playing like, with the match cloths and everything. It's very different to playing in the clubs. It's a great boundary for them, and there are a lot of good coaches in Wales. There's Terry, his son Wayne does a lot of coaching. I think he's in Hong Kong for a couple of years at the moment. You've got Anthony Davis, a former professional. You've got Paul Davis, based in Tredegar. These guys are professional players. They've been there, they've done it, and they can pass on this wealth of experience to these young lads.
I mean, they're their age, 12, 13 now. Young players do break into the game, don't they, as teenagers, and so it might not be that long before we see these boys playing in big tournaments. I mean, what have they got to do kind of in their teenage years, do you think, to kind of make themselves into top-class players?
Yeah, I get asked this by parents of young snooker players, and one thing I always say is you've got to live your teenage years when you're in your 30s. You've got to forget ladies and drinking and all this carousing. It's got to go by the wayside. You've got to be 100% dedicated to the sport because we've got a lot of great Chinese players now. Snooker's the strength in snooker now in depth is as high now as it's ever been, and you know, it's tough out there, so you've got to be completely committed to the sport.
Good bit of advice there for any parents or young players watching at home. Well, we're going to turn our thoughts now